Welcome to the Average Gamer here, aka Tag. We might be it, but I'm him. Here we are on the new update with the DLC fighter Bugzy Malone. Who's Bugzy Malone, you ask? I asked too. I have no idea. But he got added to the game, and it is what it is. So I'm gonna give you some gameplay on him. Here are his stats: modest 82 overall in the heavyweight division, mid to low 80s all around. Let's check in his traits. He has two good traits actually. Punches cost 10% less when thrown in combination. That's a very good trait to have. And body worker. This is actually a big one. Because as much as people do body work without this trait, when they see this, they lick their chops. Increase damage of punches thrown to the body by 15%. I actually went through this whole fight without looking at his traits. So I had no idea he had this trait the whole fight. So let's get into this footage and I'm gonna see you guys there. Here you see the bottle design for Bugzy Malone. If y'all know what he does, please inform me. But I'm going up against this Joe Lewis with an incredible record. Unfortunately, it's like I'm the only one in this game who got like skill-based matchmaking or something. I can't catch a break and just have like a layup sometimes. Like you see, it's like I gotta try hard all the time. Just wanted some gameplay for y'all, but let's get into it. Now off top, he got like a bulky type of frame, similar to like Frank Bruno and his type of speed. But I'm gonna tell y'all though, even though his stats doesn't really show it, I don't know if it's just um, Joe Lewis got a soft chin or that he got a little power to him, I guess. Like in his regular punches. Anyways, we gotta crack the code. And Joe Lewis over here. Let's see what this guy can do. Gotta chase this man. Yep, get all of that, get all of that. But you know it's the first round. Gotta give y'all a diving punch. His diving punch is like super slow. Either that or like I don't know if it's just the update changed it. Hopefully. But later on in this fight, Joe Lewis hit me with like a diving punch. I was like from super far away and like super fast. So it's like they changed stuff on that punch. They say change the cooldown or whatever, but maybe I can see it a little bit. It does seem a little slower, but that's not what we was asking for completely. Like what we asking for is to reduce like the range on that, but there's no way and the speed. No way you should be across the room and just before I can even react. You know that's what people wanted to change. But here we are. And so far that's really the only difference I see. You know, the hooks, let me see, like they reduce the distance or whatever, but it seems the same to me. So I'm sorry I gotta play like this, but you know, these are the people you're gonna come across, so it's best I give you the footage of how you gotta fight them, as opposed to just me trying to swing away at the fences, just so y'all can see like his stats. But you'll see them. You'll see what happens. Like my goal is for y'all to see if he's actually a viable character. Can he be used in heavyweight division and get a win against someone who knows what they're doing? Not just get a win against tomato cans with like a 5-27 record. No, I'm talking about somebody like this with like an immaculate record. Can he last? Because to be honest, like I wasn't even trying to expect to even get the win. I just was wanted to see like can he compete really. You got me up in the corner. Calm down. Easy. Relax. Hey, hey, hey. Stop that. Stop that, sir. Ah, no, we got his red bar. Great. Well, let's just gather ourselves together and let's get back into it. I really like that body uppercut. It was slow, but it looked like if it hit, it got impact.
What was that? What are you doing? Come on, you're switching off. He was on a course through this fight, and now he's right back into it.
As you can see, they implemented that new skip. So you just have to edit out the in between rounds, but that was just the straight up gameplay because with that skip, after you press it, 5 seconds after you press X, the round's gonna start. That one I don't love so much, or I wish they had given us like more time before we have to get back into the fight because those breaks, sometimes my hands be cramping up. Sometimes I got stuff to do. People be to the door, and I be waiting till those in between rounds to do those type of stuff. But it's like now, I guess that's out of here. So that change I don't too much like. I don't know who asked for that, but I guess people asked for that. They had to be somebody, and that's what I mean. Like he got power because those are regular punches. Joe Louis was swinging his heart out all fight, and I caught him with two good punches, and he goes down. Come on, my boy. I'm in the middle of the ring. Hold that, sir.
What are you doing? Come on, switch on. Switch on.
See the
Why are
skip
you
there,
switching off?
proceeding
Come on, get
in,
back together.
and then here we start.
Turn your pace up.
I'm honestly not seeing much of a big difference between actual gameplay, before this update and after, but I don't know. I think some people hate it. I don't know. But I wouldn't say I've played it enough. This is actually my first match. Like I just brought Charlie straight, got on here, picked the DLC character, and this is the raw footage of my first fight. My first fight on the update. Let's go, Bugsy Bugs. Bugsy Bugs Bunny. Hmm. And then I step into that point. Stop hitting me, sir. You don't do that here. Hmm. Yeah, this round wasn't my best round at all. I kind of just conceded it, to be honest, from the beginning. I was like, I think he got this one, so I'm not really going to um, fret about it too much. But still, never make him feel comfortable. I still got up in there,
Listen,
close the
concentrate on what
distance,
you're doing. Have you got
make him have to
pace?
work
The
still.
fight's not over yet. You've got to go out there and win this.
back to regularly scheduled programming. But even though he has like a similar rating, I can definitely see him like putting a hurt in on some of the lower heavyweights, the Butterbeans, the Joy Joyces, the David Adelaides. I think he might be able to get in there with like Buster Douglas as well. Maybe against a Riddick Bowe, maybe. But once you start getting into like the Alis and the Furies, the Floyd Patterson, that's when it's gonna start getting tough. But I think like using him, I think he can definitely like hang with like the Antonio Tarvers, the Roy Jones in this division. I don't know how he would fare against Rocky Marciano. They're both slow, which makes no sense for Marciano because he has like a high speed, but he's just so slow. But I think this is viable heavyweight for the mid to lower higher tier fighters. You can do good with him. You can beat like the best of the best. It just depends on who's your opponent is. But at that point you're at a severe disadvantage just trying to fight.
Now you're switching off. That was a terrible round, that is. Come on.
One thing about Joe Lewis from beginning of the game till now, consistent. He cuts so easily. Cause I used to use mostly Joe Lewis when I first started playing this game, a few months back. So I know for a fact he just be leaking for no reason. Oof. Wow. Sometimes when I do that dash forward is by accident too. I don't be trying to like I be trying to sidestep, but sometimes the direction changes, so it turns into a dash forward instead of a sidestep. But yeah, first game on the update. First game back on the update. Is there anything y'all seeing? I'm not particularly seeing nothing. But then again, I'm not fighting with like a fighter I fought with before. So for me to really test if I feel a difference, I probably have to fight with like Sugar Ray Robinson in lightweight, or Daniel Jacobs, or like a Floyd Patterson or something, to say, hey,
Couple big
nah,
punches
this
there.
feels different. What's going on here,
He's gone calm.
But honestly, it feels exactly the same,
Really.
except for like a slight delay after the lunging body jab. Dang, you ain't had to do that, sir. Now we start incorporating some of that power. Let's see what he got. Getting close to the ending of the rounds. And like I said, like he has deceptive power. Like it's not showing up on the stats, but he definitely has it. And maybe some of these shots might even be damaging him even more than I thought it was because he has like that body trait. Hmm. All that, sir. All that too. I know I kind of have a read for his moving patterns too. So like at this point, you're not really gonna catch me with your counters. I'm pretty much not waiting till you throw the first punch, but knowing if it looks like you're gonna sidestep as opposed to throw. Like when you do that, it's like I'm ready for you now. I got it mapped out in my mind.
As the fight develops.
And according to the score, I'm thinking if I win this round, is it a tie? I believe. And I'm up against the corner, but I'm comfortable back there. Although it's not the best spot to be, especially when I'm walking. That's why I'm trying to pivot out, and he's trying to block me. Got him. Now with this knockdown, I think that would put me ahead. If I can hold on and not get knocked down in this round, I think that won me the fight. Yellow bar don't show your face around here. Now he getting desperate, boy. Put in the kitchen sink. Nope, you don't get that no more. It's over. And that's what you're seeing with that diving body punch, where you can interrupt it now. Y'all go back and look at that last sequence before that punch. Like you saw how I was able to hit him with the left check hook after he threw the punch. That you couldn't do, or you could do it before, but you'd have to have amazing internet and like press it at the exact moment it was about to hit you. Like release your block at the exact moment. But now you see it wasn't as hard to do. So that's one of the stuff that I would say has changed. If they try to follow up with like a combo after throwing that lunging body jab, then you might be able to interrupt by the time they're able to get off that second punch. But here we go, man. Bugzy Malone, the whatever he does turn boxer, was able to pull out the win, and we pulled away in that last round, man. So y'all know what to do, man. Like, comment, and subscribe. This is the first day on the update with Bugzy Malone. Man, I'm out.